Hello friends, hope you are all fine and hope you are loving this content of CSS. So actually I am giving you real examples that you can use as a component in your websites. So this is another form that you can use and it's very simple. Here is the input boxes, and once you hover on it you can see how it is coming here, and you can now add your whatever you want. And once you hover on another, you can also select that one. You can see the first one is removed, but actually it has the value. And now if I enter that thing, now you can see this one is selected and I can set it 1. And you can see this is very looking cool. This is very amazing, and the changing of it and the height of it is very smoothly working. So these kind of effects that you, if you want to make it in your website, like if I made it in form, you can also make it in any component or in any element of your web page. So you have to know the knowledge how I am using it here. So it's very simple, you will make it. And one more thing, that last one is this button. So you can see the styling of this button. Yeah, how it's mostly removing, fading out the color. So actually it's transitions. And more one is the heights are here. There are a lot of things that I use it here. So let's create it. Okay, first of all I'm gonna minimize it and remove all my coding from here. Now I am going to make a folder with the name of hover and hover forms, and let me place it in front of this window. Now once I open it, I'm going to just open it with code editor. As you can see, I'm opening it with code editor, and now sorry, and now I am going to set some files. So I'm just giving it file with the extension of HTML. Then the next one is style.css. So I give 2 file names here. Okay, so I'm going to make a boilerplate here. As you can see, it's my boilerplate. Now I'm going to link my file, CSS file here, and I'm going to change its title here to whatever you want. I'm going to set it as hover forms, like this, and I'm going to close it out. And oh sorry, I don't want to. Okay, it's fine. Now I'm going to copy path from here, Control T, Control V, and enter. Now you can see this is form, hover forms, the title. You can see the title here. Okay, the next thing, here is my body, and I want to mark some markup here. So as you can see, I'm going to put a main here, that I just told you in previous video why I'm using main here, because I'm just using a class main. It does not have any semantic value right now, but I am going to use this main class. You can name it whatever you want. So I'm going to use this main class in CSS and set its value to display flex. So it gives me very much opportunity to make it center and whatever I want. Now another thing, that I'm going to put a form here with a class of form container, as in the previous video. Now I'm going to take 2 divs here, like this, with a class, and the class is, first one is name email, because the first one have the session of name email, and the second one have password and submit button. So I'm just using pass and submit. Now in this one I'm going to use a label, label with a for of name. You can whatever you want, and then I'm going to use a label here, enter your name. Now if you don't know about what is a label, you can check my HTML series. So there I everything told you about what are labels, what are for, why I'm using for here, why I'm using IDs or classes, so stuff like that. These are things will be clear in your HTML series. So if you don't know about HTML, you can check out the HTML series that I just uploaded. So I hope you will be, actually it will make you professional. Now I'm going to just put the same as I just put it in the for. Okay, the next thing that I can use is placeholder, and using a placeholder same as the label. You can change it whatever you want, but I'm just using for now as it is. And one more label here with the for of email, and just write enter your email. I'm just gonna copy it from here and type the input, type email, and with the ID of same email, and then a placeholder, and just put it here, the value of that I gave it in label. Now the next one is password and submit button. Let me show you first how it looks like. For now it's something looks like this, and we are actually going to convert it in this. Yeah, it's looking good. So we are actually going to convert it in this. So don't worry if you, I'm just giving it a markup, simple markup here. Label again, label, and then just using a password here with you can say enter your password. Okay, and then I'm going to put why it is happening, Alt Shift changes your input language. You can turn this feature off or change the hotkey sequence by selecting customize. Okay, I don't want to right now it. Okay, yeah, it's correct. Now I'm going to put an input here with type of again password. I'm going to copy it from here, paste it here and here also, and a placeholder, enter your password. And if I refresh, you can see this thing. Yeah, it's cool. The last one is input submit with a value of sign in, like this. So this is my basic markup, and I'm going to start it in my CSS file. So first of all, as you know, as you all my students know, that I use a reset here with margin 0, padding 0. So it will apply on all the elements because I'm using a universal selector, so it will select all the elements. Then I put a box sizing to border box, so it will prevent from, if I change the padding or margin of any element, so it will prevent it changing of width and height. So I think so it's now okay. And one more thing that I can use it, set it here, is font family, and I'm going to change its font family to, let's suppose this one. Okay, now once I refresh, the font family is changed. Okay, now I'm going to select the body, and then I'm going to set a background here, and then put a linear gradient, whatever you want. But I have the color of RGB, and I'm putting it here. So 252 is for red. The maximum you can give is 255, then 190, then the last one is 98. So it looks like orange one, and then I'm going to put another RGB. Sorry for the voice. And then put 140 for red, and then 248 for green, and the last one is 140 for blue, so it looks like green. Okay, now once you refresh, you can something looks like very severe change. Yeah, it is. So it is looking like this. So what could I change it in? I think so it's alright for now, and I will fix it in just seconds. So just first of all, I'm going to put a form here, form container here, that is this form actually. So it will select all these, and I'm going to put its display to flex. It looks like this. Once you refresh, you can see it is becoming in one line, and I'm just putting it justify content to not baseline, justify content to center, and once you refresh, you can see a dramatic change. Then what can I do? Okay, I am going to change its height here, height to 50%. Once you refresh, nothing is changed. Okay, one more thing, I'm going to change its width to 70%. Okay, that looks great. And actually, why I'm putting it here, actually, if I will show you if I just put a background color here. So first of all, I'm going to put a padding here also, padding to 20 pixel, and refresh it once more, so it looks like something this. It's looking good, but not now. If I put a background color here and I want to show you what is happening and refresh, you can see this is actually the whole thing. Now it's not looking that good that I want. Okay, the next thing that I can do is select the input that have a type, and that type have text in it, and again I will select this by putting a comma, and then putting a comma again, paste it here. Then I will select with email one, again put a comma here, paste it here, and then password, then just put it here. Shift Alt F for format the document, so it will format your document and make it easier to read. Then I just put a background color and set it to green, and once you refresh, you can see the colors are in green now. Okay, set its border to none, maybe that's good. Refresh, it looks like this. And then border bottom, BRB for border bottom, yeah, and set it to 1 pixel, solid green, or green, yeah, green is fine. Yeah, once you refresh, nothing is changed for now, but it will change once I give its height. So I'm going to give it a height of 0 pixel. Once you refresh, you can see the lines. Okay, and I will set it in just a second. How can I hover on? So once someone hover on it, actually what will happen, first of all, I'm just removing it for now by just commenting it out. Okay, now I'm just going to copy these 3 lines from here, paste it here with focus, again focus, and last one is also with focus. Yeah, that's correct. Now I want to change its height, and one more thing, its background color also. So I will just take its background color to green and give it a padding here to 5 pixel and height to 25 pixel. I'm just writing it in random units, so you can use whatever you want. It's totally up to you. Border, and I will set it to none, and border bottom to 1 pixel, solid, and green, and one more last thing is outline set to none. Now once you refresh and once you focus on someone, you can see it is changing. Yeah, but you can see it is not that much changing that I want. So how can I fix this? It's actually jumping, so you can say fix it by just putting a transition here. I'm just using a transition of 1s, and then if you want to set it linear, you whatever you want. Now once you refresh, click on someone, you can see how it is changing, how it is feeling, how it looks like. It's very magical. One more thing that I can do is again copy it from from here, putting a comma here, and then again paste it, and instead of using focus, I'm going to use hover. So these rules will apply on focus and hover state. Once I refresh, once I hover on any element, you can see it is changing. I'm not clicking, I'm just hovering. So how amazing this one. Okay, what next? What else I can do? I can use I can style these labels. Actually these labels are very big in size and I can change it. So I'm just putting a style here. That's not style, I'm putting a class here with label style. Okay, just copying it from here, Control C, and again come inside the label and paste it here, and on all labels. So I think so there are 3 labels only. Yeah, now I'm just putting this label, not this way. Okay, label. Yeah, this is my label style and I want to style it. So first of all, I'm going to change its font size. I'm going to change its font size to, let's suppose, 12 pixel, and then its color to something little bit dark but not too much dark. That's why I'm using 24 red, 23 green, and 23 for blue, so it won't give so much color of black. Now it's looking good and it's feeling very nice. Yeah, that's great. That is what I want. Now I want to select the main class, so it will select the whole entire div that is covering form container also. So this is my main. I'm going to select it here. Now use the display flex item here. Justify content to center. Once you refresh, it looks something like this. Yeah, I know that's great. And what next? What else I can do? I can set its align items to center, and it won't work. You can see it is not working. But if I put a height here, you have to put the height if you want to use the align items. So if I put a height of 100 viewport height, it something looks like this. And now you can see the color of linear gradient is also changed. This is because the stops of that gradients are gone, and I will make a video on CSS gradients so you can understand what is happening here. So let's take it as it is. And now what else I can do? Now you can see the height is changed. How is the height is changed? This is because I put it a height on let me show you. Here is 50% of height. If I remove it from here and refresh it again, now you can see this change. Yeah, you get it? So this is height of 50%. Now what next actually? Next, yeah, the next one is, after styling the main, I'm going to style the form container plus the name email, also name email. Actually maybe it is name email, or yeah, it's name email. And one more is pass and submit. That looks like here, pass submit. And then just I'm going to style these three ones with display flex, and once I refresh it looks like this, and put the flex direction to column, so it looks like this. And it's we are very close. Yeah, actually it's looking good. Okay, now I have to give the margin, so it's very simple. I'm going to put a form container input, form container input, and set it margin bottom to, let's suppose, 20 pixel. And once you refresh, yeah, it is changed, totally changed, and it looks like almost ready. But here is the thing, that it is gloss effect, and here is a background simple. So you can change it by just coming back here, removing this one here with box shadow, and set it 0 0 from x and y axis. So it will start, the shadow start from the center, and I want to set a spread it's 20 pixel. I don't want to, sorry, I will just blur it 20 pixel. I don't want to spread it, so I just put a 0 here, and I want its color to be black. Once you refresh, now you can see it's changed. And one more thing that, oops, I don't want this again. And one more thing that I can do is backdrop filter, and backdrop filter, so it will actually blur the thing. So how can I make it more blur? So if you want to make it blur, let's suppose I am going to put it 10 pixel here, and once you refresh, now you can see it is blurred and it's not blurred. So the last one is our button, and we are going to style our button. So how can we style our button? It's actually very simple, and you can style it in minutes. So this is my button. Where is my button? Yeah, this is my button with the type submit. Control C from here, and then put it here by just typing input type is equal to submit. So it will select those inputs that have the attribute, and that attribute have the value of submit, that have the attribute type, and that attribute type have the value of submit. So it will select those elements only. So I just want to put its background color to transparent. So I'm just putting it transparent, so it will remove its background color. The color is removed. Now I'm just going to put a border to none, and actually it will remove its border, and I want its border bottom 1 pixel solid black. Once you refresh, you can see the line here, and then you can also use a cursor here to pointer, because right now it is not a pointer, but once you refresh and now you can hover on it, you can see the effect is changed. Okay, another thing is that you can set a padding here also of, let's suppose, 5 pixel. Refresh, yeah, it's like now good enough. And I'm again going to select this line, paste it here, and on the focus state I want to, and on hover state so I just want this thing again and change it to hover also. So these features, the values or the properties that are coming inside this block will applied if someone hovers on the button or if someone focus on that button. So I will change its border bottom also, border bottom to none, because I don't want it anymore in border in hovering state or in focus state. And I want its background color set it to green, because yeah, actually it's green, fine, totally fine. And put it a color here, FFF or white. You can simply write the predefined names like white, black, but I prefer using hexadecimal values because it is faster. Then the last one is placeholder, and set its background set its color to again white. Now once you refresh it, yeah, once you hover on anything, you can see you created a very simple, very nice button. Okay, you can see the button is just jumping the background color. So we will fix it in seconds. Here I am going to put a transition again with 1 pixel, not 1 pixel, 1 second, and just refresh it again. Now if you hover on it, yeah, it is working. So I hope you enjoyed this tutorial very much, and I hope this one is very easy for you guys, and you learned so much from this tutorial. So thanks for watching. If you have any query regarding to this topic, you can ask me there. I will be available in your comment section also. So I'm creating these components for you that you can use in your website, and you can also, I will, when I cover the responsive web design tutorials, so I will show you how can we make these components responsive also. So don't forget to subscribe my channel, and also share it with your friends, family members, so others can also benefit from here, so others can also learn from here. So I hope you are follow the series, actually not just the tutorials. So you should, if you don't follow the series, so you should go to the playlist of my channel, and then you can select what course you want to enroll. If you want to enroll HTML course, you can use the playlist of HTML. If you want to enroll in CSS, you can use the playlist CSS, and I will put the both in my suggestion tab, the icon of eye that is coming top on right on here. So you can select on that, or you can then you can click on the playlist and you can access the playlist. So I prefer you to watch one by one video without skipping, so you can understand what I am saying in this advanced topics. So thanks for watching again and again, and Eid Mubarak for today's, and actually today is Eid Mubarak, Eid actually. So I'm super excited, and I'm recording video in Eid for you. So this is the busyness, and this is the motivation that I have for you guys, for you my friends, for you my students, for you my family members, and all of you. So thanks for watching, and Allah Hafiz.